Alrighty. Hello, YouTube. How's everyone doing today? As usual, I'm your Emperor, and we are in Flight Simulator 2020. We're doing a Southwest Airlines flight with the PMDG 737-700, going from Phoenix, Arizona, where we ended our last live stream flight, up to Salt Lake City. It'll be... Airtime is about 1 hour and 21 minutes, so this will be a somewhat short one. But nonetheless, here's to hoping we have some fun. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and head into the flight deck. Matter of fact, I need to fix the audio for Flight Sim. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the music. Alright. And we are on vatsim today, actually. I decided to start using live ATC when we do streams. Pretty much forced me to actually get good at it because, truth be told, I haven't really been using it out of a stream. And yeah, I wanna be able to actually use ATC. It brings a whole new dimension of sweetness, I should say, or maybe immersion. That's the word I'm looking for to flight sims. And since we have it available, might as well use it, right? Right. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing programmed. First, we've got the ground power connected. I've already taken the liberty of getting power to the aircraft and everything, so we are good there. I don't believe there's anything else I really need to do on the overhead at the moment. So we'll go down here to the FMC. And we will start getting our fuel on board. Help out the load sheet. Let's see what we've got here. Today we'll need 12,585 pounds of fuel. 1,585. Go ahead and start the fueling since we've already got the fuel truck connected. And passengers, we're taking 111 people today. 111 people, for some reason, decided they want to go from Phoenix to Salt Lake City, but honestly, they could have just drove, but, you know, without those people, what would we be doing, honestly? Alright, we'll go ahead and get our baggage in. We are carrying 3,663 pounds of cargo today. So let's go ahead and divide that by 2. We'll do 1,832 in each baggage hold. Just keep it nice and balanced. We'll go ahead and start the loading on the rear. As we all know, when we've got the fuel truck outside, can't do the front quite yet, which is fine. And we should already have the jetway connected. Yes, we do. Alright, while we're waiting for fuel, we're going to go ahead and get our route programmed into the FMC. Origin is going to be KPHX. Destination KSLC, Salt Lake City. Flight number today is going to be SWA 2316. And this is an actual real-world flight. Let me actually see. I think it took off yesterday. This was a flight yesterday. So from 9 a.m. to 11:48 a.m. they were in the air. I ended up finding this flight on FlightAware because I like to do these where, you know, it's actual routes for the airlines that I use. Just helps me get an idea of where I want to fly in and out of. And since I've decided to kind of do we take off from where we last landed, figured I might as well just start looking up actual real-world flights and then just using the information from those for mine. We will be taking off runway 25 right. Sweet. Got that in there. go ahead and enter our route as soon as we get our departure program. So 25 right's already selected in here since we put it in the last page. We'll be taking the Quakey 1 departure out of Phoenix. There we go. With a Golf Charlie November transition. And we can go ahead and go back to route. Don't want to activate that yet. And then from Golf Charlie November, let's see. Need to get my flight plan up. From Golf Charlie November, we're going to be going direct to Bravo Charlie Echo, which I do believe is actually the transition for the Quinn 5 arrival in Salt Lake City. So we don't actually have any in-between points other than, oh, excuse me, the departure and then the arrival. Alright, so let's go ahead and make sure that is proper. What is it, the Queen 5 arrival? Queen 5 arrival. Yep, Bravo Charlie Echo is the transition. And then we're scheduled to be landing on 34 left. And with a pewter transition. Alright, we'll go back to route. Go ahead and get rid of any discontinuities. We've got vectors here, but that's perfectly fine. And then the missed approach is in there. Alright, we'll go ahead and activate the route. Go to our perf init page. Alright, cruising altitude for this trip is going to be 40,000 feet. Nope, just needed 400. Too many clicks. Our reserves, 1,918 pounds, round up to 2 at 100, so 2.1. 2.1 thousand pounds in the reserves. Cost index, 26. Cruise wind is going to be an average of 320 degrees for 76 knots. Average ISO deviation is a positive 2, so we'll add 2 to the outside air temperature of 56, so that'll be negative 54. And then of course our zero fuel weight and gross weight / cruise CG will be updated once we get everything loaded in here. As a matter of fact, one of the things I'd like to do right now is go ahead and get the passengers boarding. That way we're not waiting for those slow pokes because they are notorious for that. Passengers boarding. Almost full on fuel. We've got the baggage loaded in the back. As soon as the fuel's done, we can get the baggage loaded in the front. Alright, we'll go to N1 limit. Outside air temperature is 36 degrees Celsius. I'm not really going to change that. 36 is already pretty high, so what I'm going to do is I am going to derate the engines on takeoff. That way we can, by reducing the power of the engines, we're lowering the wear on the engines. And plus, when it's really hot, they don't really like to produce an extreme amount of power anyway. So pushing it all the way to the limit's probably not a good idea. Plus, we're going to be taking off on a pretty long runway as it is, so it's not really entirely necessary to have 100% thrust. We're going to go flaps 5. Actually, before I choose the flaps, what is the altitude that Phoenix is at? 1,100 feet. Okay. Flaps 5 should be fine. I already put that in. We're not doing flaps 55. That doesn't exist. And for wind, we're going to need to tune the ATIS. We do not have anyone online here in Phoenix. I will go ahead, though, and tune 122.8, which is Unicom frequency. So if anybody else in the area is on the radios, we'll be able to hear that. And ATIS for Phoenix is 127.57. .575. Go ahead and turn that radio on. Okay. Okay, so it sounds like the active runways right now are actually 7 right, 7 left, and runway 8. So, that there was a bit of a wrench into our takeoff plans, but it's nothing that can't be fixed. I'm going to go ahead and take a look here. We've got... Let's open airport chart. Okay. So the wind is calm, but they're operating traffic in landing west and taking off to the east. Or landing from the west and taking off to the east, I should say. So... to be terribly honest with you, I kind of want to just ignore that. No, I won't. We'll do runway 7 left instead. If I do that, I can climb out to the east, come back around, and then link up with our first point. Which, are there any altitude restrictions? No. Oh, wait, hold on. This departure actually has... Hold on, let's see. Quakey 1... We'll do 7 left. I'm changing things in Navigraph right now. That's why there's nothing to see. And then that'll be Sparky to Goalie, Goalie to Quakey. Okay, that works actually. The only thing I need to change in here is the runway. 7 left, execute. So then we should see that change reflected. Yep, there we go. Instead of coming out and around like this, we're just going to take off and then make a left turn out to the north like that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright, we'll go to legs. Make sure there's no discontinuities. Got GCN, BCE. I knew that was going to show up. I'm going to execute that. And then here we've got vectors. Alright, that all looks fine. Go back, release the fuel truck. We are done being fueled up. And with that, can also go ahead and get the APU started. We can get on the APU bleed, get the packs going, get some air conditioning in this oven, this tubular oven that is an aircraft when there's high heat outside and no AC. All right, squawk 2000. And there's no controller to give us clearance or a squawk code. Yeah, no biggie is right. Alright. Packs to auto. Isolation valve open. Good lord, as you see, it's 120 degrees in here. Alright, get us on the APU generators. We will go ahead and get rid of the ground power. We no longer need it. 106 out of 111 people. Good, good, good. Waiting for the forward carts to arrive so we can load up the forward baggage. Then we can get our 0 fuel weight and finish programming this so we can get out of here. Alright, let's go back to what we were doing before, which is putting in this information. Wind is calm, so what I'm going to do is put in 000 for 5 knots. Runway slope, we don't really need that. And I'll wait to be able to get this information. Go ahead and start loading up the forward baggage. And while that's going on, let's go ahead and start tuning some things in the MCP. Go ahead and get this up to 40,000. Sweet. And runway heading is going to be... See airport info. So 7 left. Runway heading is 078. Awesome. Go ahead and get the flight directors on. Carter, how's it going back in the cabin? Is it starting to feel a little bit cooler? It's hot as Satan's toenails back there before. Sorry, man. Forgot to get the AC on quickly and I had to wait for the fuel to finish. For all passengers that are suffering from possible heat stroke in the back because the captain forgot to turn on the AC, flight attendants will be coming by and handing out free ice cold water. And when I say ice cold, I actually mean it's room temperature, and considering the room temperature was 120, you're probably going to want some ice. Alright, enough clowning around. We can go ahead and release the forward carts and the loader. Awesome. Got all our fuel. All our people are on board. Go ahead and shut this door. Because I forgot that one time, but we don't talk about that because it never happened. And if you know what's good for you, you'll agree that nothing happened. Alright, GPU card's gone. Alright, good. Alright, parking brakes are on. Therefore, go ahead and remove the chocks. Turn, we'll get our zero fuel weight, 109.5 thousand pounds. Let's execute that. In one limit. We're good there. Take off. Get our CG trim. V1's 119, rotate at 123, and V2 at 130. Go ahead and get our trim in there, 4.87. We'll just take it a hair under 5. Alright, trim set. Everything looks to be good in here. Oh wait, actually, what was V2 130? Set this to 150. Sweet. Arm the auto throttle. VNav and LNav engaged, or armed rather. And we can go ahead and pre-plan our pushback. If the tool ever loads, there we go. we'll just go straight back to right there. Alright, other than that, we should be good to go ahead and start getting ready to get out of here. Except I need to set that to our cruising altitude and set this to our current altitude. And I also need to set the barometric pressure, which was 29.81. Alright, we can go ahead and request pushback. Get our anti-collision light on. And we'll go ahead and let ground traffic in the area know that we are going to be pushing back here. We got Delta 2. Releasing the brake. And let's go ahead and notify Phoenix traffic. Actually, first I want to actually be able to remember what my call sign is. 2316. Okay, good. Phoenix traffic, Southwest 2316, pushing straight back from gate Delta 2, heading to runway 07 left for takeoff to the east. Alright. The traffic around us has been notified that we're moving. Actually, no, I like that outside view a lot. Let's pray that the edge of our wing doesn't scrape the building. Parking brake set. I will. Alright, Cut, I'm sorry, but I gotta turn off the AC back there for a second. Need that air to get the engine started. So, engine 2 over to ground. Monitor the N2 percentage, wait for 20. And then we'll introduce fuel to the right engine. There we go. I'm going to turn up the volume a bit for our flight sim so y'all can hear those engines spool. Awesome. May have forgotten to do that. May have forgotten. Anyhow, let's go ahead and start spooling engine 1. There's 20%. I just realized, I think my audio for... Let's change the output devices. Because I just noticed that I wasn't hearing anything on vatsim. And I want to make sure... that everything's actually good there. I wasn't hearing anything. And I also need to make sure it's not muted. When it shouldn't be. Okay, no, it's not muted. Alright. We should be good there. Alright, just so y'all don't cook there in the back, let's go ahead and get the AC back going. Isolation valves to auto. Real quick on a cycle of seatbelt sign. Yaw dampers on, let's go ahead and turn on the probe heat. Engine hydraulic pumps. The generators over to the engines. Get our taxi light on. And that's everything up top. Flaps 5 for departure. Set that now. That up. Let's check and make sure that our flight controls are good. Full left, full right, alt full back, forward. Alright, controls are free and clear. And let's do a quick brake test. Brakes are good. Alright, auto brakes over to RTO. And we can begin our taxi to runway 7 left. Let me make sure. Gonna be going down to Delta, taking Delta all the way down to Echo 3. Delta to Echo. Phoenix traffic, Southwest 2316 is taxiing to runway 7 left via Delta and Echo 3 to line up with the runway. Alright, brakes off. Let's get this thing going. I mention this every single time, but this jet just sounds heavenly. They did such an amazing job with the sounds. They did an amazing job with all of this aircraft. Oh, that reminds me, Coda, I don't think you've been here for any of my my streams with this plane yet. Have you? Yeah, it do sound great. But, so, there's an add-on, maker, a company called PMDG. Oh, you were there for 2 of these? Okay. You missed the rest. That's alright. Life comes first, brother. But PMDG is a company that's been making add-ons for flight simulators for years now. I used to have their 747-400 and FSX, you know, the old flight sim from 2007, I think it is. God, that was the last flight simulator that Microsoft made, no true actual simulator. But yeah, they also make aircraft for like Prepared 3D, which is another simulator, oddly enough, made by, I think, Lockheed partnered with someone for that one. And I've always known them to produce
Finish traffic
serious
Delta
quality.
8866, pushing back Terminal 3 onto Charlie. Station to the east.
Hey, Southwest, don't go bumping into anything. There's a lot of forklifts yeeting around over there. I almost crushed one on my way out. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, PMDG, they've always been known to make good quality simulated aircraft. Absolutely wonderful quality, and it's no different here. They honestly went above and beyond with this jet. It's like I've said it before, I always thought back in the FSX days, when I used to play that in the PMDG 747, that the product outshined the simulator. And even then, the product was being very, very much held back by the simulator. I always said that one of these days, we're finally going to end up getting a simulator at some point that allows PMDG's aircraft to shine. And Flight Sim 2020 is that simulator. It's like the things that they were able to do with such a limited, I don't want to say a limited amount of code, but a limited technology with FSX was just mind-blowing. But now that we've got Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 and all the added functionality and the amount of system depth you can put in these things, they really went hog wild with it. And like, look at this thing. I love this thing. By the way, I do believe that I managed to fix an issue that I'm sure you didn't even have any idea that I had.
Phoenix traffic, American 1159 would be taxiing from gate Alpha 24 to runway 8 would be at Charlie.
I was having an issue with my stream audio, and I noticed it in a recording that I did yesterday. The audio sounded muffled, it sounded garbled, it sounded really low quality, and I couldn't figure out why. And I hadn't noticed it before. But when I did the recording that I did yesterday, and I was playing it back when I was editing it, I realized that there was a serious difference in quality between what I'm hearing in the sim and what you guys are hearing on YouTube. And I managed to fix that. Apparently the audio bitrate in Streamlabs OBS was really low, like I think it was at like 210 or something like that, but the max is like 360. So I upped the audio bitrate, also upped the dynamic range of the audio up to 48,000 hertz. So you should be able to hear a lot more of it now, and it should be a lot clearer.
Delta 8866, taxiing to runway 260 at Charlie 8 Bravo.
I love the fact that we've actually got people at this airport moving around and whatnot.
American 1159 would be taxiing from runway beyond runway Bravo.
Alright, this is our turn coming up.
Fish traffic Delta 8866, and then men, we're going to go to Sierra on Charlie, then Bravo to 26.
Alright. real quick, take a look around us. Cross that. Alright, good. Go ahead and move up to the hold short point. Alright, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. There was something going on my other monitor I had to fix. Things were glitching out for a second. Alright, landing lights on, runway turnoffs on, taxi lights off. Get the engine ignition over to continuous. Let's set the position in strobes to strobe and steady. Anything else we need up here? No, other than shutting off the APU because we no longer need that. Interesting. Alright. Good. Auto brakes to RTO. We're squawking 2000. We're on frequency. And our pressure is set. Alright. Let's go ahead and let traffic know we're taking the runway and we're going to be taking off. And then we can start hauling on out of here. Phoenix traffic, Southwest 2316, taking runway 7 left for immediate takeoff to the east. Alright, taking the runway. Let's check real quick that nobody is on final. Nobody is coming. Good. Alright, start the clock. Engines
Finish
to
traffic
50%.
on the 88, short
Engines are stabilized. Toga.
Airspeed's alive.
Checked.
80 knots.
8 knots.
V1. Rotate. V2.
Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
Finish traffic on the 88, turning on runway 26, taking off to the west.
And we'll go ahead and engage the
Phoenix
autopilot.
traffic, American 1159, taking off from runway 8. We'll be on the Firebird exposure.
American flight, we're going to hold short at the end of 26 so you can take off.
Auto
first
brakes
hand.
can come off.
Thank
We'll
you.
leave all that on until 10,000. Flaps 2. Flaps 1. Flaps up. And goodbye, Phoenix. It was nice to know you, but it is way too hot. Just taking a look at the stream, it looks like my altitude, heading, and ground speed are actually working for once. I don't have to reset that, thankfully. Alright, let's head back up to the flight deck. We should be crossing 10,000 here in a couple of seconds. Yes, we are going to be. It's getting a little bumpy up there. Cody, you might want to set down that drink you've got back there. You might spill it. Clear skies, hot air. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of turbulence until we get up higher. Alright, it seems like we've come to an altitude constraint, 9,000 or below at Goli, so aircraft's going to actually start descending a little bit. Yeah, that would show you all the left wing. Let's take a look out of the right wing. What's going on over here? Weird textures. That's what's going on over here. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine, I promise. It's fine.
Stage drive Delta 8866, clear runway 2.
Flags. There's just nothing about this simulator that isn't gorgeous. Alright, we've crossed Goli. Aircraft should start climbing again. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we've crossed 10,000 feet. Landing lights can come off. Runway turnoffs can come off. Engine ignition can go over to auto. I will... You know what? I think we're high enough. I'll go ahead and take off the passenger seatbelt signs. Coda, you can run to the bathroom now. Yeah, everything else should be good for the moment. Keep it on Unicom. We are going to be flying through some controlled airspace. That is, unless they've gone offline. Which, actually, I think they might have. Hold on, let me check the map here. Okay. Yeah, we won't be flying through any controlled airspace. So we'll be on Unicom all the way over to Salt Lake City. I'm going to go ahead and get the music going again. I'm turn down Flight Sim's audio a bit. Oh, it's not blowing out your ears the entire time. And now we can just chill. So, Carter, what have you been up to lately? I have been dabbling in a little bit of video creation, a little bit of video editing, stitching some things together. As you probably saw on my channel, I had uploaded that 11-ish minute video, made that last night, because I had a couple of recorded takeoffs and landings. One of each were from a particular flight that I did last week in an A320. So I ended up recording the takeoff, the landing, and then threw it together in a video, did some editing to it. I hope it was okay. I had rewatched it through after I had finished it, and it seemed fine, but that'll be up to other people to tell me if it was good or not. I'm really liking this music. Decided it was time to take a bit of a break from the, no, not much. Well, as long as you're getting some chilling in, that's all that matters, right? What was I saying? Oh, yeah, the music. I decided to switch it up from the lo-fi that we normally have going. Find something a little bit more epic. By the way, is the music drowning out my voice at all? Because on my end it feels like it's a little loud, but I don't know how it is on your side. There's somebody behind me, not too far away. Actually, it seems to be on the same route as me, too. That's not it. That's definitely not it. Oh, I done did screw up. Okay, let's reload the page. Let's not zoom in super far this time. not showing up on vatsim. Oh, it's lucky. Glad that the audio is good. But I am going to turn it down a bit. Alright. Coming through 29,000 feet. Another 11K to go. While we're climbing, I'm gonna do a little bit of planning ahead. And I'm gonna throw the usual information into our descent. Okay, so we're at 40, or we're gonna be at 40,000. I'll do 30,000, so 0, just because that's what it gives me. Doesn't give me 3 or 30. We'll do 20,000, and we'll do 10,000. Alright, at 31,000 feet, we're gonna have winds looking like coming out of 337 for 103 knots. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be one gnarly headwind. 20,000, 326 for 44 knots. That's a little... Is that the house? Yes, flying by at 40,000 feet, that is definitely the house. That wind is insane. At 10,000 feet, 312 for 12. Execute that. Man, I'm curious about that, the vectors there. Let's go into plan mode. Let's take a look through some stuff. Oh, that looks funky. What? Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. Okay, I think we're gonna do... I think honestly we might skip camp. What is that last one in there? FFU? Yeah, I think we're gonna go straight from FFU to Pewter, I think it's called. Yeah. Alright, so let's grab Pewter. And let's put it right after FFU. The aircraft recalculate all our things. Sweet. And then we don't have that vectors in there. I'm very glad I looked at that because that was weird. FFU, Pewter, Camry, Dunlap. Alright, and then down to the runway. Alright, we Gucci. I think I know why I'm seeing someone following me on Sim Toolkit Pro. It's not really following me, it's me. It's just me from like 5 minutes ago. Okay, I've got an idea. Because this flight is going to be so short, do you want to pick another destination to go to afterwards? We could make this one too far. Gotcha. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so you know that application I usually have on my left screen that has all my charts and the map and everything and all of my flight plan info? Well, I can tie that into vatsim, which is the ATC program that I'm using, and it shows all of the traffic around me as well. Well, of course, since I'm using vatsim, I show up on vatsim's map. But Sim Toolkit Pro gets the data late because, of course, it's got to stream it in. So it's got a map shadow of my position from a couple of minutes ago. And I was like, who in the world is following me out of Phoenix? This is getting weird. So yeah, you're exactly correct. I just screamed at my own shadow. Because latency? I guess. Okay, the music just got really sweet and inspirational. What is going on here? I asked for epic. Just be a gamer and blame lag. You know what? I think that's exactly what I would do. No. What? Do you want it back? Okay, I will go back. I will go back to the other music just for you. Hey, 1,000 below. Let me check. If I'm correct. Okay, 3 miles to top of climb. Once we hit top of climb, it'll actually give us when we're gonna hit top of descent. It can't be very far. Phoenix to Salt Lake City is not far at all. I gotta figure out where we're parking in Salt Lake City. Alright, so this flight parked at Bravo 20. Map of Salt Lake City Airport. Taxi. Parking gates. Where's the blast? Oh, that's where Bravo 20 is. And we're landing. Where we landing now? Oh, we're landing at 30 from left. Okay. Okay. Open the parking gate. Very fun, wow. Everything is fine. Okay, I'm gonna aim to exit the runway at Alpha 7 or Alpha 8. Then we can come across, come back down Bravo? No, I think Bravo takes you out. Okay, so we'll come back down Alpha and then we'll make a left at HS3. And then out of the B concourse, Bravo concourse. Okay. Oh no, he got in the peanut butter again. Seems legit. Do we really want to talk about how much peanut butter you eat, my dear? Alright, sorry about my disappearance. Anyway, 190 miles to top of descent. Gucci. How did the music change so fast? Oh no, this is okay. Never mind. The last one ended. It was short. I was so confused for a second. So yeah, I think we'll just chill, watch the scenery go by, and wait until top of descent, which again, not going to be too far away, actually. Oh yeah, but anyway, as I was asking, do we want to do another flight after this? And if so, where do we want to go? Need more input, Stephanie. Why did I say it like that? That was from Short Circuit, and that... Okay, we're just gonna brush past that one. Moment of strangeness just occurred. TA 2149. Ooh, Sasha, I just remembered something. I found out that Streamlabs has a game capture option for VR. So, if and when we get back into DCS, I can stream DCS if I wanted to as well, and be in VR. I wouldn't be able to read any chat or anything like that, but it can happen, is what I'm trying to convey. I'm still just so very, very happy that I managed to fix the performance problems I was having with Flight Sim. No more stuttering, no more massive lag spikes. I can land without the FPS dropping to 1. Everything's nice and smooth. You know what, I might at some point, possibly Saturday, maybe? Or maybe I'll do like a special sort of stream tomorrow. The Top Gun Maverick DLC expansion, whatever you want to call it, for Flight Sim dropped, I think, this morning. So I could... Ooh, excuse me. I could end up streaming some of that, hop in VR and stream it. Do some of the carrier op stuff. That's actually what reminded me about the fact that I found the DCS thing, or the VR streaming thing. I'm really glad I picked this music. It is rather appropriate for this. let's do a quick check to see how far we are from top of descent. Still 121 miles. Let's try this. Ah, yeah, I like that. That's one of the reasons I love flying over the desert in this simulator. Because they use Bing Maps data, everything out here just looks so damn good. And because, like, even though there's barely anything out here, it's really complex terrain. Bunch of mountains, we've got some valleys, we've got some water features out here. You can really see the different colors in the rock formations. Sand dunes, all of the old rivers. Alright, I will be right back. I've got to run to the bathroom, and then I've got to send out a couple of messages real quick because I just had an idea. But I will be back. Give me about 5 or 6 minutes. And I'm back. Once again, check if any ATC is online in Salt Lake City. Nope. We got Vegas, and that's it. There's a whole stream of people coming in from Vancouver to Salt Lake City as well. Alright, let's end this page. To the 8th for Salt Lake City on the standby radio. Turn that radio on. Okay. Southwest 2316 for Salt Lake City traffic. Can anybody out there hear me? I need to kill the music for a second, guys. Since we have the option of talking to people like actual humans, let's see if anybody can tell me what the ATIS and active runways are in Salt Lake City. Because I see a lot of people streaming into Salt Lake City from the north. Meanwhile, our flight plan has us landing from the south. And I'd like to know what's going on over there. I'll try again. Southwest 2316 for Salt Lake City traffic. Anybody copy? No, I don't think they can hear me yet. I think I'm too far away. That's fine. Alright, so we'll be reaching our top of descent in 37 miles. Go ahead and start getting some things configured here. If we take a look at our... You know what? I'm going to bring this up in the sim. Where's that dang... There it is. Sign that real quick. One day. There we go. Now if I pop out this window. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what it's gonna do. Alright. So let's take a look. Coming in through the Bravo Charlie Echo, what is that, Bryce Canyon transition, 15,000 for Nebo, and 11,000 at Camp. It's Plage, but we got rid of Plage. Computer. So the question is, what altitude does it want us at for computer? 10,000 or above. Oh man, 10,000 at Pewter, 9,000 at Camry, 8,000 or above at Dunlap, 6,100 feet for Flag, and then that's where we intercept the glide slope. Alright, so since we've got this up, let's go ahead and start inputting some data. For a Cat 1 ILS landing 4429 on the minimums. 4429. I'm gonna be scrolling forever. I'll come back to that. Let's get our altitude set first, that way we don't miss stop of descent while I'm rolling like a madman. I really wish this would change by tens instead of single digits. What if I hit control and scroll? Control and shift and scroll? Nope, doesn't go any faster. Okay. Okay, 4429 there. Good there. Alright, final approach course is 344 degrees. 344. 344. Runway localizer is 111.9. Switch that over to the active. Alright, ATIS at 124.75. Smaller. really in the way. Let's try 125.6. 25. For some reason, sometimes we can only pick up one and not the other, which is fine. I just gotta make sure that, oh, I forgot to do my fix radials. Okay, let's just do that real quick. KSLC. 1 for 5 miles, 1 for 10 miles, and 1 for 50. And we've begun our descent. Missed approach, climb to 4,800 feet, then a climbing left turn to 8,100 outbound on PCH VLR, radial 249 at Stako. What's this? This dashed, orangish, peachish looking line is. Oh, excuse me. Okay, we'll close that for now. Actually, do that one last time. Cause altitude 4,230. Forgot to set the pressurization panel for landing. All good, all good, all good. You're descending fast. I wanted to do the speed brakes a bit. Good lord. Traffic data. WSD. Only 60 to 70 above. Ahead. Okay. Coming down nice and easy. Maybe, just maybe, I'm arranged to actually pick up the Asus. Hopefully. Maybe? But I haven't had the 50 mile mark yet. Plane asks for drag, you give it drag. Southwest 2316 for Salt Lake City traffic. Does anybody copy? Nope, still nobody. Oh, okay. It was just B-Pilot telling me that it has no idea what another guy's plane is. That's fine. Coming down nicely here. I really need the Asus to start talking to me. I need to know what the wind is. Okay, we're just gonna have to do a search then. KSLC Metar 350 for 5 knots on the wind, 10 miles visibility, there's no clouds. 3007. There. So switch that up now. Come on, Asus. What's the active runway? I need to know. Finally. Okay. So we've got runway 34 right, 34 left, and runway 35 active. We are set up to land on runway 34 left, so we're good there. Let's a little bit more drag, because we are way above. Gonna go ahead and get the fasten seatbelt signs on. Said 29905.
Traffic. Traffic.
Traffic low left. Sure. Oh yeah, things are getting nice and bumpy. Oh, right. Approach VMAF was not selected. Do flaps 30. Turns out steep descent after Pew. Okay. Thanks for letting me know beforehand. Alright, so 132 on the landing. Yes, I know, steep descent after Peter. Salt Lake City traffic, Southwest 2316 is descending through 10,000 feet via the Star for runway 34 left. I am landing 34 left, right? Yes, 34 left. Alright, I'm not a complete idiot. We're picking up the localizer in the glide slope. Drag required. Let's give it to it. Go ahead and arm approach mode. Get the plane over on the localizer. Lot of air brake. All right, we're down through 10,000. Let's get the landing lights on, runway turnoffs on. Engine ignition over to continuous. Don't need anything else there. And as soon as the speed comes down... Well, thanks, Josh. I'm just about to land here soon. Oh, here. Far above our intended descent path. But, that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the volume for Flight Sim so we can hear all that wonderful CFM engine goodness. I will see you guys on the ground. God, she does not want to slow down today. Flag setting. Alright, we're at 5 miles. Landing gear coming down.
1,000.
Salt Lake City traffic southwest 2316, 5 mile final, runway 34 left. Alright, flaps 15. Ship spoilers are armed. Flaps 25. Flaps 30.
400.
My airplane.
300. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
60 knots, reverse is off. Manual braking. Those speed brakes. Flaps up. Past this marker, slow it down a little bit. Let's turn this right turn on Alpha. Sorry about that, something's in my mouth. Alright, all in all, that was a good landing. Salt Lake City traffic, runway 34 left is clear. Okay. And now we head to the gate. Bravo 20. Alright, let's go ahead and get the landing lights off, runway turnoffs off, get the taxi light on. Set the strobe lights to steady. Go ahead and get the APU started. Get back on the center line of the taxiway. Alright everybody, welcome to Salt Lake City. Actually, now that I think of it, we've got something for this.
On behalf of Southwest Airlines and your entire flight crew, would like to be the first to welcome you. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened and your luggage right where it is until the aircraft comes to a complete stop at the gate and the captain's turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. I would like to remind you to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items you place there may have shifted in flight. If you're continuing on flight 1060 to Seattle or Spokane, this is your aircraft, so please remain seated so Shannon can come from the back and get an accurate passenger through count. If you're making a connection to here in Las Vegas, just check the TV monitor for your gate and flight number. We certainly have enjoyed spending part of our morning with you. Y'all go out and have a good week. Buckle up and come back to the those things.
And there we go. Yeah, cabin announcements. Found a way to do it. Actually completely forgot about it when we were starting up earlier. Alright, this is our turn. I don't know what's going on with the scenery here, but a good bit of the airport's missing for some reason. This is not what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, there should be a terminal to our left and gates on this building to our right. I'm gonna have to find some good scenery for this airport because this is kind of sad, honestly. Yeah, no, this is not what this is supposed to look like at all. I'm gonna just get us over to a gate. I don't want to look at this any longer than I have to. This is Delta 2. This is supposed to be Bravo 22. Oh, Salt Lake City. Oh, holy crap. There's actually a marshal over here. I've never seen that in this before. He seems to be telling me to fold the wings. Or flap like a pigeon? I don't know. Okay. Nice. Parking brakes on. APU gens, APU bleed. Engine bleed can come off. Ignition over to auto. Kill the engines. Turn off these fuel pumps that we don't need. Anti-collision light off. Leave those two the way they are. Taxi light off so we stop blinding that guy. You guys can get up out of your seats now. We're no longer moving. That off. Yaw damper off. Probe heat come off. We definitely don't need window heat right now. Alright, that's everything in the overhead. What are you doing, dude? I'm shut down. Go ahead and get the jetway out here. And we can start getting everybody out of here. Doors, we'll open that door. Check outside. Sweet. They're connected. Ground services. Target. 0 people. Start deplane. Set the chocks. Request all these. And all right. That is the end of our flight. Me. Fix the audio here a little bit. Got this loud as crap. Well, alright everybody. Thanks for coming around. I hope you guys enjoyed flying with me as much as I enjoyed flying the aircraft. That is all I have for you today. We will be streaming again on Saturday, taking a couple of days to do some other things. Might possibly do another stream on Friday with something a bit special that I have planned. I've already got one yes from one of my friends, just waiting for the other. Sasha, you know what I'm talking about. And I will see you all then. Y'all enjoy the music on the way out, and that's it. Bye-bye.